Alrighty, intro is done yet again. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Falls Count Anywhere here on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. Erik Dunn back here with you once again, as we are now 10 days away from Survivor Series, and the pieces to the puzzle are starting to now come together. Now, what I mean by that is everything that happened with Raw and SmackDown, especially with Raw this past Monday night definitely opened some eyes regarding what Survivor Series could look like, especially for war games. So throughout our time together, next 30 minutes or so, SmackDown and Raw results from last Friday night and this past Monday night, and then we're gonna dive right into Survivor Series with the updates I got for you guys regarding the results of Monday night at the end of Raw for what I believe could be the setting stone for what we will see for next Saturday. And I also want to express to you guys as well that you guys can follow us on YouTube and on Facebook at Rhode Island Broadcasting. We're live every Wednesday at 5 right here on Facebook, X, YouTube and Twitch, as well as Red Circle, Amazon, Google, Spotify, and TuneIn podcasts, as well as if you follow us on Kick at Rhode Island Broadcasting, that will also give us a little bit of help as well, including buy us a coffee. And also just to make sure I had these right, it was Spotify, Google, Amazon, Red Circle, TuneIn Podcasts, and now Podbean Podcasts. Yeah, Podbean's a good server. Um, Donating stars and bits will also give us a hand, but also buy me a coffee. It's something new that was added about a month ago. The more you guys are um, able to like and share and be a part of our foundation, is honestly just going to grow it bigger. Definitely support the show because it'll help us out more than you'll know. Um, so last week's broadcast, I told you how I felt about Crown Jewel, and I felt pretty good about it. I mean, there were some things I hated about it, some things I really didn't agree with, but the thing is that when you're a part of the when you're a part of the WWE universe, yeah, well, when you're a fan in the WWE universe, you're gonna have more than one opinion, and I believe that some opinions were said, some statements were said, and it's just like, all right, that's fine. Work it off, deal with it. You adjust, you overcome, you move on, and that's exactly what we're doing. And so I'll state for you guys right now that this broadcast of Falls Count Anywhere is the exclusive property of Rhode Island Broadcasting for the use of our audience in any publication. Reuse or redistribution by anyone is not prohibited and is given the express consent to be shared everywhere and is greatly appreciated. Highly appreciated. So that being said, let's dive right into some business. So we'll start off with the SmackDown results. Birdman hands rubbing together. Let's go. So basically, SmackDown last Friday night. Mm, I'm not really gonna say it was really that interesting. But I will say about it though is that it came with some shocking surprises, and and start off with this. So Carlito's accusations of Santos Escobar caused fractions within the LWO, and what happened was Carlito stepped back into the ring to combat Bobby Lashley in his first singles match since his return. Carlito and Lashley squared off for the first time ever despite their ruthless aggression history. Moments before the match, Carlito leveled at Carlito levied accusations towards Santos Escobar, making this match much more charged. He came out swinging, even hitting the Almighty. It's even lifting the Almighty, hitting Almighty suplex. Unfortunately, the numbers game was too much, with Montez Ford getting a cheap shot in, leading to a spear for an Almighty win. What happened after? Santos Escobar turned heel and attacked Coelho and Rey Mysterio. But then this was the shocker. When I broke down Crown Jewel for you 1 week ago, we witnessed the return of Kairi Sane. She has been gone for a while from WWE. It was crazy seeing her back. And what happened next on SmackDown was that she joined Damage Control. And then now we go over to LA Knight. He vowed to once again face Roman Reigns, which I think could happen. He laid waste to Grayson Waller, which was nice to see. But then to wrap up SmackDown, Asuka assaulted her partners during the 6-women's tag match. The newly united group of Damage Control, with Kairi Sane joining their ranks, took on Bianca Belair, the EST, the Queen Charlotte Flair, and the Empress of Tomorrow Asuka in Sane's first match since her return. However, the fireworks that erupted during it shocked the WWE Universe. As Belair was about to tag in Asuka, she missed in the face of the EST, causing the match to end in a no contest. Asuka then joined Bayley, Io Sky, and Sane in ruthlessly pummeling Belair and the Queen. So now Damage Control has got basically Sane and Asuka to now join them. So you've got basically 5 that's now joined Damage Control. Yeah, this is getting interesting. And I have no idea how or why it ended to be like that. But on the same token, I'm just like, you know what, man, whatever. Like I'm not like I'm just not even I'm not even unconcerned. And but I will say for you right now that so Survivor Series is definitely shaking up to be very interesting when you look at it. And I think that when you think about Survivor Series and you look at that, you're like, all right, there's still a lot to work with, right? There's still a lot to deal with. But for Survivor Series, you've got a lot of good things to happen. And I also want to state for you as well that regarding the LWO, Rey Mysterio did undergo successful knee surgery. There is no telling when he is going to officially hang them up for good, but I'm going to make the assumption that he's coming back in 24. But speaking of someone else that hasn't come back, that's Big E. I am really hoping that we get to see Big E one more time in WWE. And for those that have not really been aware of it, Big E is still suffering the same neck injury he suffered over a year ago. He had the fusion surgery. Doctors gave him a clean bill of health, but they have advised him to not wrestle again. I'm telling you, if he ever does make his return and he comes back, wherever it is, it's going to explode for him. Because he was one of the best champions that actually was a fighting champion. Because when Big E was WWE champion, I damn well wish this run was longer. But it was what he did as champion that will be how they're going to remember him. And the hardest thing I looked at with that was, you know, at the end of the day, this is somebody's life. And I mean, this isn't just stunt doubles filling in for people. These are people taking real life risks that can pay off and will not pay off. I mean, you have to know the dangers involved with being in WWE. And on top of that, what I'm also going to dive in for you as well is a little bit regarding Raw. And I'll tell you right now, Raw is looking interesting after what happened this past Monday night. I'm going to fast forward to basically the parts that could be interesting. So, Rollins, Rhodes, Uso, and Zayn came face to face with their Survivor Series War Games adversaries, Priest, Balor, Dirty Dom, and McDonough. Then Priest declared, "I am the leader of the Judgment Day." Yeah. And so the bedlam intensified in the aftermath when Cody and Jay rushed to the ring to even the odds of the Judgment Day and McDonough's post-match attack on Rollins and Sammy. And then general manager of Raw, Adam Pearce, banned all involved non-competing War Game participants from the arena prior to the main event, which was for the Undisputed Tag Team titles. This is what happened at the end. I could not believe. Less than 2 weeks before War Games at Survivor Series, Cody and main event Jay looked to reclaim the Undisputed Tag Team titles from Finn Balor and Damian Priest. During the high-stakes showdown, however, Drew McIntyre suddenly emerged and blasted Jay with a Claymore before throwing him back into the ring, which allowed Balor to pick up the pin and retain the titles. I am stunned by this, but it also says this. We now, I think, might have a clearer picture of who's going to be joining Cody at Survivor Series. Because it looks to me like McIntyre is going to be joining the Judgment Day. And when we come back, I'm going to explain that for you all. Because the update I have on one Apex Predator, Legend Killer, and Viper, Randy Orton, could be making his return at Survivor Series. And I'm telling you right now, if that's going to be what will happen, I really am hoping Randy gets what he deserves, as in a welcome back proper for the one and only Legend Killer. So that being said, when we come back after this break, I got an update for you on Randy, and I have some news for you on what his status currently is. And on top of that, there's another rumor going around that I'll break down for you a little bit. CM Punk. It's a very interesting rumor, to say the least, because of what's going on with Randy. And then the Survivor Series card for War Games was updated. I'll explain to you some of the matches that we just saw on there, some new ideas that's been swirling around, and what I think is going to be interesting regarding that card. And I'll be able to break all this down for you and give you everything that you will need as we prepare for next week's broadcast. So when I fully break down Survivor Series, when we come back after the word from Last Productions, Rhode Island, and a word from your Rhode Island broadcasting station. You're watching and listening to Falls Count Anywhere here on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. This is Erik Dunn. I'm here alongside with you coming back after the break, and I will be right back.
If you're looking for an entertainment company to help you with your event of any kind, feel free to check out Lighthouse Productions, Rhode Island. Providence-based company serving all of New England, providing you entertainment needs in the areas of sound, lighting, photo booth, photography, videography, drone videography, monograms, slideshows, and of course, DJ sound. As a special bonus, we also have wedding officiant services through Road to Love Wedding Services in conjunction with Lighthouse Productions to provide you all of your wedding needs. Don't need a wedding? Fantastic. You need music or a reason to have entertainment for a party of any kind? We can handle all budgets and all sizes and all different types of venues. With COVID, there's a 100% money back guarantee for any type of cancellation and rescheduling needs. Check us out at lighthouseproductionsri.com. Lighthouse Productions, Rhode Island, your entertainment source for all of New England.
Welcome back to False Cut Anywhere here on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. And, Erik Dunn's still here. I'm still here. Well, wanted to express to you guys as well that, we are live every week at 5, every Wednesday, on Spotify, Google, Amazon, TuneIn, and Podbean Podcasts. Follow us on YouTube and on our Facebook accounts for all the up-to-date information that you'll need on this program. Follow us on Kick. Help us out to buy us a coffee as well. Buy me a coffee. And honestly, the more you guys just listen and share and like it, the more it's going to better us. But yeah, I'm telling you right now, Survivor Series is interesting with the actions of Drew McIntyre from Raw Monday night. What I mean by that is quite simply this. I have no idea what will happen, but I guarantee you what I know could happen. This is just another situation regarding sorry. I mean, the hardest thing with war games right now is you're trying to put the pieces together and trying to figure out what's left, what's right. So because what happened on Raw, I will explain to you guys a little bit regarding what I think for war games, what's going to happen. Because I know for a fact it's no longer going to be 4-on-4. It is no longer going to be 4-on-4 anymore. It's going to be 5-on-5. And I know it's going to be Drew joining over Judgment Day, and Randy's going to return. I am fully confident we're going to see Randy come back. And believe me when I tell you, you all know what happened the last time since we've seen Randy. This is what happened the last time that we saw Randy. Over a year ago, 18 months ago. Cody didn't tear his pec yet. Judgment Day didn't even exist yet. Ricochet was the Intercontinental Champion. Yeah. That's how long ago it was. And it's crazy when you really sit back and you're like, damn, it's already been that long? Yeah, it's been that long. It's been that long. And believe me when I tell you, I absolutely miss Randy. I definitely miss him. Because Randy Orton is the kind of guy that knows how to make money for WWE, but the fans just have a great connection with him. You know what I mean? Like that gel or that glue, because Randy, in my eyes, he is a first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt. Like, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Randy, no question in my mind, first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the greatest to ever be in WWE, ever. But the hardest thing that WWE has had to do is fill the void without him there. Now, granted, I will also say that the rumor going around with CM Punk potentially coming back home to WWE. Let's also think about this. Survivor Series is at the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Punk's hometown. Here's the problem I see with it. It's been, give or take, 9.5 years. What would be the reasoning to actually bring him back to WWE? Because right now, I'm not entirely sure. Do I want to see him back? Oh, yeah. I was disappointed when they let him go. I was disappointed when he walked out. But on the back side of it, though, if you're not safe mentally and you're not happy, don't be somewhere where you're not happy. I mean, it's just that simple to me. Just don't be somewhere where you're not happy at all. And honestly, I think that when I look at the situation with Punk, Punk's the kind of guy that's going to beat to his own drum. You know what I mean? Punk will always beat to his own drum. So whether it's, you hear it out of the left or the right, Punk's always going to beat his own drum. And that might have pissed off some people in AEW. Don't really know, don't really care. But he was fired. And he was released. But I will tell you right now that regarding this situation, if I had to put money on it, I would want to see CM Punk return to WWE. And I think him being back home where he belongs, maybe we'll see a different Punk. But there's one thing I do know. The signs are showing that Randy's going to come back. The signs are going to show it. And the hardest thing I look at when it comes to Randy is that he was also told by his doctors to never wrestle again. And I'm telling you right now, I was scared to death thinking that Randy could never wrestle again. Because when the main guys left, and when I mean the main guys, when Cena went to being part-time, Orton was still going full. He was going full and he was going hard. And he didn't slow down. But also, on a side note, when I think about who's also been able to hold it down, I'm talking about this man, The Miz. Because this match was added to the card of Survivor Series. The A-lister has held the Intercontinental title an astounding 8 times and is one reign away from tying the record at 9. Gunther has held the title 514 days. By the time of Survivor Series, it'll be 531. While The Miz spent 592 days as champion. Only Pedro Morales has held it longer, as the WWE Hall of Fame was champion for a combined 617 days. Which superstar will leave Chicago with the Intercontinental title? Because I'll tell you right now, when it comes to Miz, I'm hoping that he gets it. I actually want him to actually beat Gunther. Because if he wins, he'll tie the record title wins of 9 times. He will have won that title. And I'll tell you right now, when I look at Miz, I think he's getting that babyface turn. And you know what? I think I like him as a babyface. I know for some people, when it comes to being a babyface, you don't really think it's a hit for most. Sometimes it's a hit or miss. I think it's going to be a grand slam for Miz. Because even as a heel, people cheer him. And the hardest thing I've seen with WWE is that when it's predictable at times, that can just easily piss off anybody. That was the problem I saw with this. Is that when it comes to Randy, this situation, when it comes to him, is he's going to come back. And I'm looking forward to when I do see him back. But guys, for next week's broadcast of Falls Count Anywhere, I'll give you the SmackDown results from this Friday night. And then the Raw from next Monday night. And by that time, by next Wednesday, we will have the full card for Survivor Series War Games. I'll give you all the matches. I'll give you my predictions of each match, how I think it will go. And we'll go from there. But of course, if I do have any more updates on Randy and on his status of coming back to WWE, because the thing is, the signs of the picture being painted is starting to come to fruition. Randy's going to come back, but they're just trying to paint the picture to be as beautiful as they can make it. That's just the truth. If they can paint the picture beautifully, that's all you need. And I know that for Randy, I would love to have him back. So this situation for Survivor Series will all be finalized hopefully by the next 7 days, 10 days. Because Survivor Series is in 10 days. So the next time I see you guys, and you see me, it will be the Wednesday next week on the week of Thanksgiving. It will be the day before Thanksgiving. So I'll take a little time to show a little thankfulness and a little gratitude during that time as well. But until then, this is Erik Dunn saying so long and thank you from my home in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. This has been another presentation of Falls Count Anywhere here on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. I'll see you guys next Wednesday for the night before Thanksgiving. And I'll be sure to give you everything that you need for Survivor Series. Until then, guys, this is Erik Dunn. Once again, holding it down and thanking all of you so much for watching and listening.